Wow, stepping out into a bunch of snow here in southern Ontario. It's supposed to feel like -9 right now. I'm a little bit late. I got to get down there and pull out that pump and start rolling up those hoses. So that's what we're going to do. I was going to do some grape pruning, but we'll just see how time permits here. So let's get down out in the back of the food forest and I'll show you what it looks like with a nice coat of white snow. Oh, check out that sky. It's just so dark. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was really hoping to get into some, I wanted to prune those grapevines, but I guess we're gonna have to wait for a little bit of more of a wet day or a dry day that maybe it's a little bit warmer next week sometime. We should still be able to get to it. As you can see, some of this I just shook off this Shiro plum here. You can see the ice and the snow just weighing down these branches. So we're definitely gonna get some damage this year, I'm sure of it. Right now, let's get down in here, down into our little winter wonderland in here, and we're gonna pull this pump out and roll up the hoses and stack them in the greenhouse. And then, oh, one more thing, all those totes up there, I gotta release the water. So we'll be filling up the pond and we're gonna empty those out and open up the valves on both sides. 45 degrees. So we're gonna open them up a little bit. I learned last year not to close them because water gets trapped behind the ball and then breaks the plastic with the ice. So pretty dark up in the greenhouse, but yeah, let's get down in here. You can see we got our little beautiful walkway. It's kind of beautiful. Like, this is really pretty. You can see I'm just walking through this frozen path here. Oh, pumps all, yeah, look at that. Water's running pretty good still, so that's all right. All right, let's get this pump out of here and we'll get up there, drain her out, and get her stored for the winter. All right, so this is my bare root section here. I have my shagbark hickory nuts, but I'm gonna make sure I get them in sometime this week. I'm hoping that the ground or the soil in there will be at least thawed enough to do that. So we'll put that in there. And you can see winter wonderland here, man. And my greenhouse is just coated in ice and snow. Definitely wasn't warm enough on the inside. I didn't shut it up soon enough. I kind of waited a little bit too long. So I still got to move some of these. So again, we're not totally finished with the weather yet. It's going to be cold, but we're going to get some plus weathers and no snow or whatever. We'll be able to get out here and move some of these skids around, move them over to the side. So I can see the greenhouse here. Got some cropping going on, and we'll leave the water in this one, but we're emptying all the totes on the outside there. You can see them lined up on the edge. 24,000 liters of water, and we're gonna empty that into the pond right now and open up the valves, and then we'll be shutting this door. But my dad needs to use this thing a little bit, maybe to do some work on his car. So I'm just kind of moving some stuff out of the way so he can get in here and do it. And then after that, we'll shut that down too, put some plastic up there. We've got our solar heater also. It is hooked up now. I have it hooked up, took the sheet off it. It's not gonna work because it's dark in here. But as soon as it melts off this edge on this side, it'll start putting a little bit more warmth into this thing, and the fan will start working and it'll start pumping out air, hot, warm air. So that's good. Prickly pears going into dormancy right now. As you can see, they're shrinking up. We will give them a little bit of water. Probably when it gets a little bit warmer and the snow melts off the roof here, and we'll give them a little bit of water just to keep them going just for now. And then they'll go into a dormancy stage because I'm not going to be heating in here too much. This is just not what I'm going to do this year. I did it last year and I lost about 50% of my things due to watering. Most of my plants due to watering. Either too much, too little, and it was just a nightmare to keep up with. So I got to come in here. I'm going to be coming in here cleaning up a lot of this brush. And as you can see, I've been putting more tarps down on the ground. That's going to help with the thermal mass. I got my water bottles over here. They're full of water. They should collect a little bit of heat. Maybe not today, but that's what we're doing. So let's get the rest of these hoses in here. I just got them lined up because they're kind of frozen. leave them in here until a warm day, nice and straight, and then I'll just roll them up, stack them. And I've already drained out the water in the pump here, so that's about it. So let's see what else we can get done today and move forward from here. Okay, so we got some prepped bags here. We let the peat moss, this is sphagnum peat moss, we let it soak overnight for about 24 hours to really get it saturated in there, and you can see there's a little bit too much water. Now what I found the best way to do is just to grab it, like so. It's hard to do with one hand here while I hold it. Let me just open it up. Okay, so you just want to open it up a little bit and get it over the sink there, just like so. And just squeeze it, really. There you go, just like that. And yeah, when you just squeeze all the water out, then that's as moist as it needs to be. It's gonna sit in the fridge for about, well, we're gonna do cherries. Okay, so let me just flip over here. We got some stuff here ready for here. These two are for the cherries because we got about 200 of them we're gonna do. Just because, well, I want to have as many cherry trees as I can get. And then I have some peach pits or seeds from my first, or some of my first peach trees out there that fell to the ground, and the bugs helped me out, eat all the flesh off it, and then I rinsed them, and now they're ready to go too. They've been chilling in the fridge for a little while, getting dry. And let's just go over here. I'll show you the seeds now. All right, so what I do here is I just put a little pouch in there and just kind of tamp it in, make a little trough like so, you know. So yeah, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab these. These here are Red Delicious that I've been gnawing on in the fridge. So we're gonna toss them into this one here. So again, this is kind of difficult with one hand, so just do some little magic here for a second. So just like that. So you just throw it in the pot and then you squeeze it up like that, close it in, just like so. And that's about it. So we're just gonna wrap up a few more. We got all our cherry pits. You can see we have all of these cherry pits. These are what I call Fairholt cherries. This is where I grew up. And yeah, we used to gnaw on these cherries all the time. Again, these are and they're a little bit smaller than usual. They were kind of small. This is some of their first fruit. So this is only the second year they've been fruiting, and this year gave me a little bit of fruit, but you know, tastes really good, but those bugs really like it. So we're gonna try and stay up on that too. So let's get these in the pot, into these little bags here, and get them ready for the fridge. All right, we're doing 2 bags of the F cherries, which are the Fairholt cherries. We got the peaches here. I had to do 2 bags because they were, took up quite a bit of space. We got the Red D, which is the Red Delicious. And then I have all of these extra. There's probably another 100, if not a little bit more, Fairholt cherries. So you let me know in the comments if I should grow more. I already got probably about 200 going here. I don't have all the space to grow them, so I'm gonna have to sell a few, but we'll see how it goes. We also get lost too, right? So yeah, so we got that too. So then we get into the fridge here, because now we're just gonna place them in the fridge. And don't forget too, if you get mold, okay, you start seeing mold grow on this stuff, almost the only thing you can do is just pull it all out, separate the seeds, rinse them off with some warm water, and start again. And that's helped me save some stuff instead of getting too moldy, because if you get too moldy, then you're beat. And that usually means there's either something organic in these bags somewhere that's kind of rotted in the wrong way, which you didn't want, more than just peat, say, for example, like leaves or something, anything. That doesn't matter though. Sometimes it happens. The seeds have flesh on them and they create some mold or whatever. So then we got here, this is where I was eating these apples from the store. They're just seconds. I think it's like $5 for 15 pounds or something like that. But I like these Red Delicious sometimes. And yeah, we got a whole bunch of different things in here. We got some of the plums from here. We got autumn olive in here. I think they're ready. Some of these things are ready to be put into the light. They've been in there for almost a year now, and they're still okay. We got our finger grapes that I can't seem to get them to go. They must be very bad seeds. I got yeah, this one's a question mark. I forgot to mark that one. We got some fairy bells in here, and what's this one here? We got some jujube in there. We got the American beauty berry. So some of these things need to just kind of go into a little bit of a greenhouse, and that's the bell telling me that's the end of the video. So we just wanted to show you this. We're going to get these ones in here, place them in there as well, and get them going. And some of these bigger seeds, like the peach pits, you definitely want to get them the 120 days, sometimes a little bit longer. This is November. These things should all be ready roughly in March. But sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Sometimes it takes a little bit less. It just depends on what they are. The apple seed seems to grow pretty easy. So I get these Fairhope cherries in here. Yeah, and this is all I do. I know my girlfriend probably going to kill me for keeping dirt in the fridge, but hey, that's why I got this little war room here. So, okay, that's it. Have a good day. Come back next week. Stay safe.